Hello everyone, I am here today to work on finishing up my scavenger hunt 2020. I think I have all of the things left that I want to put in it, and so I'm going to work on getting that finished up. I'm going to start with a couple of things that are going to need to dry. So the reason I'm starting with those today is because they will need to dry. I have to have a flower petal, a dried flower petal. These are actually flowers that I have dried in the past. They're very, very tiny, as you can see, and I need to protect them in some way. So I am actually going to, I have two little tags. I'm actually going to Mod Podge them to this little tag. Let's round the corners. We always round the corners of things. I just like them better that way. So, ooh, that didn't, okay. I'm going to Mod Podge these on here, and that way they can be drying while I go on to some other things. I also have this fun paint skin. I had to make a paint skin because I don't normally use, what do you call that? I don't normally use this kind of a palette, and I rarely have that kind of paint left on something. So I am going to use this later, probably on the next little tag. I think I'm going to just do these by themselves. So I'm going to just put down a tiny bit of Mod Podge. Very thin. And now I'm going to try to get these picked up. Let's put the brush down. And going over the top, you have to be very careful, I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping I don't destroy them in this process. I'm going to put just a little more on them. There we go. And now what I want to do is just set that aside to dry. I think I'll just put it right up there. Okay. And now, then another thing I have to do is called painting with Q-tips. Oh, let's bring in just a little bit. There we go. And I want to try something I haven't done before, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, I guess I have to take the cap off of this. I have these they're Brochure paint markers. Paint writers, actually. Oh my goodness. Oh, if I remember right, these undo the wrong way. They have a seal cap in them. I just hadn't opened this black one. Okay. If this doesn't work, we'll go on and try something else. The metallic colors are very thick in this stuff, and it is very hard to get out, honestly. And now the Q-tip. Well, I can't say that I like that. That's kind of gross. Don't like it at all. Although it's got some pretty shine stuff to it. Okay, let's see what we can. Okay. Now that Q-tip is very fuzzy, so I'm liking it more. That's the wrong color. Get some paint on my cute. Ugh, this stuff is horrible as far as getting out of the containers. It is not on my buy again list. Okay. Okay, I think I kind of like it now. Now, I'm going to take my paint skin It's got some really thick spots. Oops. Okay. I'm just cutting off the really thick spots just because they're too hard to work with. And I'm going to glue them down right there. Now I haven't marked these off of my list yet because they're not dry. I actually haven't put them in my book, so. Oops, I need to bring it down a little. Okay. When that dries, I will draw in a stem. Okay, so we'll put that up there to dry. And then now we're going to put some things right into our little book. I have to put in a quote, and I have a quote. I'm going to look for a fun piece of paper to put it on. I think that will do right there. And this quote says, "Fill your paper with the breathings of your heart." William Wordsworth. And that is what I'm going to put in. Let's see, is this the right? No, that's not the right one. Fill your paper with the breathings of your heart. Is it of your heart? Is that how it goes? Gotta always make sure. Of your heart. William Wadsworth. Okay. Those of you that know me know I don't spell well, so I try to look it up. W-O-D-S-W-R-T-H. What? Is that right? Wordsworth. W-O-R-D-S. Oh, it figures. R-D-S. W-O-R-T-H. Looked twice. Still spelt it wrong. Oh well. Okay, so that is our quote. And inspirational word or quote is number 24. Okay. Now, I have a song with meaning, and it took me a while to find a song with meaning. It did take a while, but this is a song. It's called The Old Spinning Wheel. It is an old folk song, and my father used to sing it when he wanted to put my sister to sleep. So it's one I remember from my childhood. So it was a good one for this with meaning. And I was thinking that I would put it right here, and I'm going to put it in with some washi tape. I'm going to put it in with some glue, but then I'm going to put it in with some washi tape, put some washi tape around it. Just to cute it up a little bit. Oops, I got it kind of down a little bit. I'm going to get the washi tape in. I kind of need to put it in the middle. Okay. There we go. Alright. You wouldn't have thought putting that in would have been that difficult. And then to put the washi tape in, we all know that washi tape does not stick very well, so I am just going to run a little bead of glue. Come on each side. Got it a little long. Just lay my arm in it. Okay. go across the top. And the glue just makes it so the washi tape will stay down. I'm going to have to cut that washi tape off a little bit. Is this going to be too wide to go across the top? That piece is. Can you tell I don't use washi tape very often? I have it, I just don't tend to use it. Okay. Okay. So we have put our song with meaning in. Yeah, I used too wide of a piece of washi tape. Something simple turns into something difficult, I guess. All right, let's see here. We have done our song with meaning, which is number 6. And we want to write number 6 on here. Okay. Now, we have a couple more things. We have a bingo card. This was a problem. It took a long time to do the bingo card because I can't find the ones I have that I brought home with me last fall, so I had to go and hunt a bingo card. And what I kind of wanted to do was to use this bingo card as a pocket, I guess, on the only page I have. Oh, here's a page. Okay, I'm going to use this bingo card as a pocket on this little map page because then the things I painted earlier I can tuck in there. So I'm just going to glue this down. I don't have a lot of pages left, which I didn't realize. Okay, so we now have another little pocket made out of our bingo card. Okay, that's going to need to be held on there a little bit. Well, now I have them all over, don't I? I guess it's going to be one of those days. We're just going to leave those on there for right now. I'll just put them, and it'll hold it in place. Okay, and the bingo card is number 28. 28. Now we have a couple of things to glue in, and I have not a lot of pages left, so I could glue something right there. And I've got that page. I've got both sides of this page, and that'll be perfect because then I can put both things on. I have to have a brochure from my area. So this is the Pensacola Explorer's Guide, and I am just going to take a piece of it and glue it in. This is a little book. I could, you know, if I'd have done a big book, I could have done the whole thing, but because it's a little book, I'm just going to put in a portion of it, which is perfect. That's a brochure. Now, I have learned that these tea bag pages like to soak through, so I'm going to decide what I'm going to put on the back before I glue that in there. We had to have a domino, and I have dominoes for art and things, but the domino in this little tiny book is going to be so thick and so heavy that I decided that, I'm sorry, I've been off camera. Let me back up a little bit here. I am going to use this Domino's pizza ad with the little dominoes on it, or just decide exactly which dominoes I'm going to use. I think I like this piece right here, and this domino in this circle thing. Is it going to fit? It will if I put it on with the other piece. So, this is kind of a long video, but I really want to finish this up. Okay, because the other one has to be glued, and I know I want to glue it around the edges of it, I'm going to flip this over and see, the glue came right through. So I will just flip that over like so, and I'll glue this one, and I'll leave the plastic in there for right this minute. That gives me my domino and my local brochure. Okay. So I have my bingo card. Now I need to write down my domino is 27. Okay, it doesn't write very well on there. 27. The wax paper will keep it from sticking to stuff. And my brochure is number 9. Okay, and that leaves the few little things that we have wet right this second, so I'm going to just leave them for a minute, and I want to make a little title for the front cover. So I have taken a piece of brown paper bag and I have scrunched it and opened it and scrunched it and opened it. It was smooth like this, and now it isn't. And I am just going to write Scavenger Hunt 2020 on here. It's going to be too long, I think, but we'll see. I just want to tear it out. Of course, we want to ink up the edges, right? Oh, it just fits. Just fits. Alright, now, this wallpaper is a little hard to stick stuff to, so I'm going to use the art glitter glue and just glue this on. Oh yeah, I like how that came out. Okay, now we have, that's definitely still wet. I'm not going to actually put these in the book just yet. They're both still wet. I'm just going to show you where I'm going to put them. I'm just going to tuck them into, I think they need some little tags on them, so I'm going to find, I actually know exactly what I'm going to do what for those tags. We will just do something fun, something a little bit different. Okay. think that's a little too long. There we go. So that is my flower petal, my painting with a Q-tip, and my paint skin, and I'm going to just tuck them into this bingo card pocket when everything gets dry. So let's see what their numbers are. 35, 2, and 61. 35, 2, and 61. And that finishes up my Scavenger Hunt 2020. That was fun. This has been a lot of fun. You really ought to check out Janet Young's channel. The description it's in the description box below. What I will do is when this gets all dry and I can actually flip through it, I will come back and do a flip of the whole book and show it to you. In the meantime, let's read a quote from our 1001 Ways to Creativity book and see what else kind of trouble I can get into today. I am interested in art as a means of living a life, not as a means of making a living. Oh, I love that one. Okay, guys, go have fun. Make some art. Bye-bye.